that you are in a situation and the leadership is open to the change, and you start this journey and you have the small pilots, what do people need in terms of skills, mindset? What are important aspects there to work on?
Collaboration. And that's one of the most important things in delivering customer experience. You really have to work together across silos. You need to be open to a different way of doing things. And there are tools and techniques, again, that we bring in to teach people how to do that. But you need to be able to see that an external world may perceive your company differently to what you're able to see internally, and really listen to the customer and take their point of view into the account. As an organization, you need to have the capability to empower your people. It cannot be command and control. It's a different mentality. And what else? I think it's the measurement of it. Like the traditional measurement in the organization is not geared usually towards incorporating customer value outcomes. And what we advocate is a balanced scorecard where we measure effectiveness from a process point of view, effectiveness from a business point of view, are we making money? And a very important part of it is customer feedback. Only when the three align is working.
That's an interesting one, because when we help companies unboss their organization, there's really I'm even thinking that unbossing and customer experience in very much ways are synonyms to each other. What we notice is when organizations are driven to unboss because they want to empower their people to delight their customers, and they are thinking about how do we measure the impact of our journey. Typically, from a customer perspective, the only thing they can think of is Net Promoter Score to measure whether they are improving their customer experience. So I'm very curious to hear from you. Is that really the best way to measure this, or are there alternatives?
It's one of the ways, and it's what we call a relationship measure. So overall, how strong is your relationship? Is it strong to the point where you talk about it at dinner parties? I do not advocate using Net Promoter Score as a transactional measure. So let's say you speak to an employee, you put the phone down, and then would you recommend our company on the basis of this one conversation? Well, no, because it's one part of my journey and there may be other things that have happened to me. So for transactional measures, again, it's important to understand what is it that the customer is trying to achieve in this step of the journey. So for basic requirements, for example, going back to our example, changing the address, has to be easy. So we should ask that, was it easy or not? If it was easy, then we achieved our outcomes. So it has to be a combination of various measures that align to the customer journey.